Welcome back to Instables. Again, going over our intraday swing and long perspective after Meta's earnings, ripping after hours, leading into Amazon earnings tomorrow after hours. Are we due for a bounce here, or do we have room to run to the downside again as we test our support here? Again, exactly testing a prior support here that we did have prior resistance on. We also gained support here on our Dragonfly Doji. We also did gain support here before we did continue on lower with our 10 below our 21. Again, we did hold support here. We had a bounce back before we did continue on lower here. And we also did have that confirmation on this break after getting a rejection. So again, a very strong support that we do sit at as we are leading into Amazon earnings going into tomorrow after hours. Also tomorrow we have initial jobless claims and GDP coming out 1 hour before market open, and we have pending home sales coming out 30 minutes after market open. So again, keep that on watch if you are watching the market and looking for major reactions in the market. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Hit the like button if you enjoy, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and if you are a day trader, if you want to see pre-market news that you want to be watching, if you're looking for data sets that you want to be watching, for example, 30 minutes before market open, the market very much does react to certain data sets and you didn't know that they were coming out, or just looking for those major volatile breakouts on news that we mention every single day in the Instables room, go to instables.com in the description below, and for only $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, let's jump into this one. So jumping into the SPY with you guys here, again, looking at our intraday perspective off the bat, again, looking at our daily candle structure so we can anticipate what we're looking for going into tomorrow. As you guys can see, again, sitting on a pullback with that room to run to the downside as we dropped below our 21-day moving average again, with that continuation below our 10-day moving average that we have been looking at. Again, as we have been watching our 12 and our 26 crossing lower here, again, we were just looking to see if we can cross a couple days ago. We did cross as we have been curling down here, again, mentioning we could have a cool down as we have been decreasing in buy pressure. Overall, now getting that increase in sell pressure. If we are going to have any continuation on higher, what we will be looking for to get the beginning of that possible continuation on higher will be white shaded lines. Again, white shaded lines following through from our red bars that we have here. Again, that will be that possible continuation if we're looking for that bounce back. So that way you know you are not late to that possible bull run if we are going to have one. But however, as far as that continuation on lower, if we have room to run to the downside or if we will have a bounce here, we'll be looking at our 4-hour chart, in my opinion, again, as we have been keeping an eye on our prior neckline here. Again, we mentioned 406 would be that key level that we were looking for to have room to run to the downside again, having a gap up prior here and then gapping surely exactly down to it. And as you guys can see, we're bouncing exactly here on point from our prior support that we had before we continued on higher from our gap up. So again, that's why we mentioned that yesterday, the day before, over the weekend, is because we had that possible continuation on lower as our 10 was crossing below our 21, and then we were looking for our 21 to cross below our 50 for that confirmation of that possible continuation on lower, and sure enough, continuing on lower. So again, now as we test support here, again, a very key support that we actually held prior here with confirmations higher and again, breaks that we had to the downside here. In my opinion, I would be cautious. I would be looking for more bearish candle setups to the downside if we were going to have any. So again, if we do have a bounce back, if we continue to respect our 10-day moving average to the downside, that would be that possible continuation on lower. However, in my opinion, as we look at our weekly chart, looking at our swing perspective, that will change how we look at our intraday perspective. In my opinion, again, as we look at our weekly chart, looking to see how this candle will close on the week, this candle is showing us, again, that evening star setup on that rejection to our prior balance that we have been testing. And now we are just above our 10 monthly moving average, looking to see if our 10-day moving average does continue to hold above our 21. And if we continue to get that bullish candle structure to the upside, and the reason why that will change how our intraday perspective looks is because as you guys can see, we have not too much room to run to the downside as we could possibly bounce back for that possible continuation on higher as our 21 has been crossing above our 50 that we have not had throughout the duration of our last year of trading. Again, that is why we're continuing to watch for any possible continuation on higher. This very much could be that major rejection and major sell-off as well. That's why we're watching for confirmation one way or the other here, is because we have been getting a rejection on our 20-month moving average, which is also now looking at our long perspective. Again, we have been testing our 21-month moving average here with that green candle that we had pushing into our 21-month moving average here, mentioning that possible rejection. Again, psychologically, we just had to know that a rejection is very plausible here after, again, bouncing off of our 10 monthly moving average here also getting that rejection to our 50 monthly moving average. That rejection here was very likely again after getting rejections prior, and sure enough now getting that rejection, looking to see exactly how this monthly candle will close and continue into next month is exactly what we're looking for. Will we close above our 21 moving average, or will we possibly continue on with this rejection and possibly complete with a possible major sell-off if we are going to have that possible recession at the end of the year that the Feds have been mentioning? And again, that would be that possible major sell-off, only possible major sell-off at this point. We are very much consolidating after an engulfing candle that we had to our rejection on our 50-month moving average, looking to see if we will continue on any possible bullish momentum from here on a possible flag to the upside, or if we do continue on lower again into next month, that will be that obvious, in my opinion, major sell-off that we will have. So again, that's our long swing and intraday perspective. To recap on our intraday perspective again, as we have our 12 crossing below our 26 here on our daily chart, again, mentioned it a couple days ago, this is very likely that we were going to have a pullback into earnings. For this reason specifically, we were not crossing lower, and then sure enough, now crossing lower. I would be looking to see if we do get any white shaded lines for the next few days. If we get any possible bounce back, that would be that possible continuation on our weekly and maybe our monthly chart. However, on our daily chart at this point in time, very much looking to see exactly how our next candle will close, in my opinion, on the 4-hour chart. Will we continue on to bounce off of our prior support and prior resistance that we used to support very strong here? Our 10-day moving average, will we bounce back? How exactly we do respect our 10, 21, and our 50 from here on the 4-hour chart and bounce back on the daily with that bullish candle structure, or continuation on lower with bearish candle structure. And again, that will be that confirmation after our 21-day happens to cross below our 50 if we do cross and continue on lower for that major sell-off. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for pre-market news before market open, major volatile movers that we mention every single day in the Instabulls room, any data that you want to be watching before market open, for example, again, like I said, the market moves in a way that you did not exactly expect it to, found out that data came out, wondering exactly how you could have got that data as fast as it did come out. This is exactly where you want to be. Go to instabulls.com in the description below. And again, for only $15 a month, I completely, honestly, really do this for you guys more than anything. Go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabulls, I appreciate every one of you guys for supporting the channel every single day. Again, you guys have been blessing me every single day by showing up and going at it every single day. I hope you guys know that you guys are impressing me as much as I am hopefully impressing you in the market every single day. We will continue to stay focused on confirmation, looking for good setups, and making sure that that volume is going to support better percentage plays. Again, that's exactly what we stay focused on as always. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.